Good morning, traders. How are we? I hope you are all well. Another live stream, another day, another live stream. Let me just check that I have everything in place. Because live streams, anything can happen. It's like live TV. So I apologize if I say anything too crazy or if a light falls from the ceiling or something. But yes, guys, I hope you're all well. As always, we're going to look back at yesterday's trades. We'll look at today's potential trades. We'll also look at the important news for today. But also, we will take all of your questions today, guys, as well. All right. Yeah, we had a bit of a tricky day yesterday because of the Swiss franc pairs. They didn't really come down, and Aussie dollar Swiss franc did come down, but that was an unsuccessful trade, guys. But yeah, we've got some new trade ideas for today. So yeah, good morning, guys. Morning, HMH. Morning, Bernard. Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar again. Bernard, you love Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar more than I love Gal Gadot. We will look at that, mate. No problem. Yeah, we'll look at all of these trade ideas, guys. But first of all, let me just show you yesterday's trades, okay? And then what I'm looking at for today, just so everyone has that, and then we can move on to your wonderful questions. So, guys, as you know, we were looking for shorts on a lot of the Swiss franc pairs, all right? And the idea was simple, really. Price had broken down. We were clearly in a downtrend. Price had come back up, and we was at this important area of potential resistance. It was resistance because, as you can see, price reacted over here, and we were just trying to short this pair. Okay. If we also zoom in, guys, at the daily candle as well, this was quite bearish. Okay, so yeah, again, we're just trying to follow this bearish momentum down. But as we all know, with the Swiss franc pairs, there was a bit of, price didn't behave how we wanted it to. But don't worry, we will have days like this. But yeah, Swiss franc pairs reacted not as we expected. But for most of them, guys, we didn't have a setup. So if I drop down to the H1 now, you know, price never broke down. Okay, so here, guys, yeah, price was kind of ranging, but really we wanted a break of these lows, okay, which we never got. We did get a reaction up here, okay, but again, I wanted to see a break here. Yeah, if you look down on the 15-minute chart, you will want to see a break here. And again, price just started to build up. All right. And this was the same story with all of the Swiss franc pairs yesterday. Let's take a look at pound Swiss franc. That was also a trade idea from yesterday. So again, day chart. We was here yesterday. We was at this interesting level here because price was clearly coming down using this channel. So we was expecting price to potentially continue on down like this. But again, Swiss franc didn't behave itself. I mean, look at that. Just nothing but buyers there. But again, we didn't get a setup because pound Swiss franc never broke down, guys. Yeah. So this is why we have our criteria. Yeah. We were looking for a break of this level. Okay. But our criteria wasn't met. And we've been in an uptrend ever since. So, yeah, Canadian dollar, Swiss franc, pound, Swiss franc. We didn't get the breakdown we wanted, but we did with Aussie dollar, Swiss franc. Okay, so, yeah, again, day chart. Let's take a quick look at that. So, similar scenario. Yeah, Swiss franc pairs were at an interesting level. We were clearly in a downtrend. Price had retraced, like I say, to these last, what was once support now becomes resistance in here. And we were just looking to take price lower, okay? But again, that didn't happen. Yeah, and there's the same story of all of the Swiss franc pairs. And also, guys, we had this wick. Yeah, it could have been more bearish, to be honest, but we got this wick. And if I drop down to the H1 chart now, I feel like I'm going very quickly this morning. Let me just calm down, take a drink of vodka. Okay, so on this one, we got our breakdown in structure, and I entered this trade, guys. Okay, so as you can see, yeah, we were waiting for a break of this gray zone. It became important, and we got the break with this candle. Okay, I entered 50% of my normal trade size here. Okay, I explain this in the VIP Discord, guys. So if you haven't joined our Discord channel, come join it. Yeah, I talk about how I traded this pair in the VIP Discord, and I only entered 50% because I was expecting a retrace, and we got a retrace, but then none of these candles told me sellers were in control, and eventually our stop was up here. And our stop got triggered. I actually hedge. And again, I'll explain in the VIP Discord today what I'm going to do with this trade. So yeah, an unsuccessful trade, guys. Yeah, but I only traded 50% because none of these candles here told me to enter the other 50% of my trade. This candle happened overnight, but yeah, again, we've had a break of these highs, so I'm a little bit reluctant to start looking for shorts just yet. But we'll see what happens today, guys. But yeah, unsuccessful trade on Aussie dollar, Swiss franc. And the final trade from yesterday was this Euro Canadian dollar. This was a good one. This was a good trade. So on the day chart, guys, yeah, you can see we were clearly in an uptrend. Okay, yeah, we had higher lows, higher highs. That is an uptrend. And we broke this. We broke out of these highs as well. Okay, and there was more. And we had a very bullish candle. Okay, so for all of these things, yeah, we were looking for buys on the Euro Canadian dollar. And we got a good entry here, guys, yeah, because I was a little bit late to the party. I was actually doing a mentorship session. But yeah, we had this candle here. Yeah. Okay. I know it's a red candle, but that wick tells me there's lots of buying pressure here. Yeah, buyers are buying that. So you could have entered on this candle, put your stop below here, maybe take your risk to reward as 1:1 up to here. Yeah, you would have got your risk to reward of 1:1, and then just let 20% run, guys. Okay, so Euro Canadian dollar was a good trade idea. Like I say, I will close 80% here, guys. All right, and again, a few people in the VIP Discord were saying, what will you do with the remaining 20%? So I've closed 80% here. Yeah, I'm happy. Everyone's happy. Yeah, my 20% is here. But all I'm going to do is follow market structure, guys. Yeah. So once we get this, okay, this has now become a new level. This is the last H1 low for me. Okay. So I will take my 20% and I will move it below here. So my 20% stop is now here, guys. And then I'll just follow that price action up. If it does something like this, move my stop here, you know. So I'm just going to follow the H1 price action and trail my stop with the remaining 20%. All right, guys. So yeah, Euro CAD was a good trade if you managed to get into it. What else was from yesterday? No, and that was it, guys. Yeah, so mixed bag. Swiss franc pairs didn't perform as we expected, and Euro Canadian dollar was a good trade. All right, guys, that was yesterday. Let's see who we have in this morning. Colin, good morning, Colin from Bali. Hi, Nelissa, morning. Sisikelo, you made it this morning. You're on time. Yeah, good. You don't have to do lines now. Morning, Tony. I appreciate your time and knowledge. Tony, you're more than welcome, mate. You've pretty much been with us from the start. So yeah, I hope you're learning. We love wicks. Yes, we do. Barley, baby. Okay. Good morning, Vikashan. All right. Good morning, people. Good morning, traders. So yeah, those were yesterday's trades, guys. We're going to look at today's trades now as well. Before we do, if anyone's new to the channel and they're liking the analysis, come join us. Yeah, subscribe to the channel. Also, join our Discord channel. All right. And we've also got VIP Discord now as well, where you can ask me questions. I give you my trade alerts. You have access to me throughout the day. And also, guys, I don't know if my editor can hear me, but I also want to show you this educational challenge. All right.
Hi guys, we are looking for Forex traders just like you to take part in our educational challenge. You can earn while you learn. The goal, the purpose of this educational challenge is for you to become a pro trader and trade capital of up to $500,000. You will be given access to a bespoke indicator that has been developed by expert traders over many years. This indicator makes it easy to identify buying and selling opportunities in the market. So, if you think you've got what it takes to complete this challenge, then click on the link below.
Okay, guys, so there you go. Yeah, check out the educational challenge. Yeah, there's going to be some more information today about it, and we're going to put it in the Discord channel as well, just to clarify exactly the parameters of the challenge. But yeah, it's a really good challenge. I've looked at it myself. The indicator I've traded as well and back tested, and we've had some good results, guys. So we'll share all this in the Discord channel. But if you are interested, yeah, click on the link. There's a link in the video description. Right, guys, Vikashan and Bernard, we will look at your pairs and indices. Let me just show you what I'm looking at today, guys. So it was tricky to find a couple of setups today, to be quite honest with you. But one of them is oil. Let's start with the weekly chart. Okay, let's get rid of some of these lines. Let's tidy up these charts. Let's do a bit of spring cleaning. So on oil, guys, there is an important weekly level through here. Okay, price has reacted historically and is currently reacting now at this level. Okay, so this grey zone through here is a real, almost monthly area of support. I mean, this goes back to July 2022. All right, but there is some support here. If we drop down to the day chart now, you can see that, buyers have been, look at these two wicks. Buyers have been trying to buy this up. Okay. And then yesterday's candle, we also had this big bullish green. This is an engulfing candlestick pattern. For those of you who like the names of the candlestick patterns, that is a bullish engulfing candlestick pattern. The name doesn't really matter, guys. You just need to know that buyers are in control there and buying this up. You have to bear in mind, guys, this is clearly against trend. Yeah, this is clearly against trend. All right. Hence, my profit target is only here, 69.50. This psychological level is what I'm aiming at. All right. So because we're at a weekly important support zone, and we've got a bullish candle, and we are quite oversold. Yeah, if you look where the moving average 20 is, and you look where price is, yeah, look how oversold oil is. Okay, so for all of those reasons, I think we could potentially have a bounce up back to this level. If we drop down to the H1 now, guys, what am I looking for? So it's good to see that we've already getting a break of H1 structure. You know how much I love H1 structure as much as I like Gal Gadot. H1 structure, wicks, Gal Gadot, and football and vodka. That is it. That is all I talk about in my life. So H1 structure has already bounced off of this good support level. All right. And we're seeing a build up in H1 structure. We now want a bit of a retrace, yeah, and then we can start getting into this pair back up to these highs here. All right. If I zoom out a little bit, there is this grey zone through here, yeah, where price has reacted historically. Okay, so price could come down all the way to this grey zone. All right, and then we want to see a bullish reaction. Once we get that bullish reaction, we can take price first of all back up to here. Yeah, remember guys, my first target is always the last H1 high or low, depending if I'm buying or selling. As long as I get a risk to reward of 1:1. And then, yeah, close 80% here. That's how I roll, and then leave 20% to run. You could even close 10% here and then leave 10% to run. You know, you have options. When we enter a trade, guys, and I talk about this on my mentorship program, you don't have to enter 100% of your trade all of the time. You could break it up into 5 20%, 2 50%, 3 33.3 reoccurring percents. Do you know what I mean? That's how we build a trade and how we manage a trade. That's the real skill in trading. All right, but so we could get a reaction here, or price might not make it that far because we've got potentially a bit of resistance through here. So price, even if we get a nice bullish candle now, yeah, we could enter on that, even if it doesn't make it down to here, and take price back up to here. But oil, guys, I'm liking the look at as for a bit of a rebound from these last lows here. All right, and you can't help but think there was a bit of a, you know, a stop hunt down here. Yeah, you can imagine. Yeah, imagine the big boys. Yeah, everyone will have their stops in here. Stop, 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 stop. Every retail trader will have their stop in there. Bang. Big boys wiped them all out. Yeah, killed them all. And now they're pushing market up. All right. So, yeah, we shall see. But oils, we're looking for oil. We're looking for buys, guys. My only other trade idea for today is New Zealand dollar against the Swiss franc. This is the one I like the most out of all the Swiss franc pairs, okay? Because Swiss franc pairs are still in a downtrend, okay? We didn't get the reaction we wanted yesterday, but it is still in a downtrend, yeah? And this is no different. I mean, look at this. This is the daily chart, yeah? We have got lower lows, potentially, yeah, lower lows, now potentially lower highs. This could be a lower high forming now. I like this one out of all the other pairs because this one has a doji. A lot of the other pairs have quite bullish candles, but we saw a bit of New Zealand dollar weakness yesterday. So this has a doji. So yeah, I'm interested in selling this pair potentially back down to this level here, this 5725. This is actually a 0.5 fib level. Okay, let me show you that quickly. Yeah, let me show you that quickly. Yeah, so sometimes, guys, I use fib levels as potential targets. And you can see this 0.5 fib level. Yeah, if you want to plot a fib, yeah, you go from the highest, the lowest to the highest point. Yeah, and then potentially price could retrace down to here before we get a reaction. Okay, this is the idea. So that blue line is actually a 50% fib level or a 0.5 fib level. So yeah, we're looking for shorts, but again, we need to see that H1 structure breakdown. So we didn't really get it, guys, on this pair yesterday, and a lot of the Swiss franc pairs. But again, I'm just looking for a break through this grey zone here. Yeah, you can see price has reacted historically in this grey zone, and it's reacting now. All right, so that's why my alarm is here. You see this orange dotted line? When that rings around my home, I leap into action like Chuck Norris, like Bruce Lee. Okay, and then once I get this break, I'm looking for a retest, and then we can take price lower. Okay, so that, guys, is less risky. All right. What is more risky is this trade. Price comes back up to here, then we get a bearish reaction here. Okay. This is more risky because we haven't had a structure breakdown. Okay. So this is less risky. more risky, sorry, but we can be aggressive with trades. If we get a bearish reaction at these last highs through here, yeah, we can then look to take price lower as well. All right, I would close 80% here and then leave 20% to run. Okay, guys, so yeah, oil, we're looking to buy. New Zealand Swiss franc, we're looking to short, guys. They're the only two trade ideas for today. The markets are a little tricky. Right, now let's look at all of your wonderful questions. Let's say good morning, Issam. Morning, Philosopher King. Philosopher King, if you could share some philosophy with us this morning. Sisikello, yeah, you're on time. Good. Vicky saying, can we have a look at NASDAQ? Yes, guys. So first of all, Bernard would like to look at Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. Bernard is one of our VIP Discord members, guys. So yeah, why not come and join him in the VIP Discord rooms? Okay, so let's take a look at what's happening right now. Okay, let me remove this. This was an alarm from yesterday. Okay, guys. So again, let's look at that weekly chart. So to be honest with Bernard, that weekly chart is still telling me to buy. All right, we are in an uptrend. Okay, until this low here is broken, we are still in an uptrend. And this is an important gray zone. Okay, this is an important support level for this pair. And yeah, if we zoom in, we had, you know, a bullish weekly candle last week. Okay, so looking at the weekly candle, I still think we have a bit of room to the upside. All right, we're potentially seeing a head and shoulders. If we get back up to this level here, yeah, and then we could potentially see a breakdown. Okay, for some of you who don't know, guys, this is a head and shoulders pattern. This is a shoulder, this is a shoulder, and this is the head. All right, and then whatever this distance is, it will go that distance again. This is the idea of a head and shoulders pattern. So I still think we have a little bit room to the upside, but that's what the weekly is telling me. The daily, again, Bernard, is still, we've had a bit of a break in structure, really, yeah, because this was clearly in a downtrend. Yeah, but this last high here has broke. And we had a very bullish candle. This actually broke this high. Okay, and I'm seeing higher lows. Okay, yesterday, yes, it was a bearish candle, but again, this wick, yeah, this wick tells me there's some buying pressure there. Okay. Just with regards to wicks, guys, yeah, if I see, right, imagine this candle is red. This is a red candle. I cannot believe how straight I have drawn those lines. Okay, this is a red candle, but we get a wick like this. Okay, this is a red bearish candle. If we get a candle like this, because of this wick, I am still reluctant to short this candle. Okay, simple as that. If I had a green candle, okay, and the wick was like this, yeah, and this was green, therefore bullish, because of this wick, I'm still reluctant to buy it. Yeah, these wicks give you a lot of information because you have got sellers rejecting this price. Here you have buyers rejecting that price. Yeah, so this candle here, that's the same premise. You've had buyers rejecting this price here. All right, let's drop down now to the H4 chart to see if we can make more sense of it. Yeah, I mean, again, this level's become quite important now, all right? Because we are in an uptrend, okay? And potentially we're seeing lower highs on the H4, but this last low is still intact. Yeah, remember this candle hasn't finished forming yet, all right? So it depends greatly on this next H4 candle. If this H4 candle has a wick that closes back into this grey zone, looks something like that, yeah, then I'm still interested in buying this pair. If the candle finishes like this and breaks these lows, then potentially, yeah, we have a bit more room to the downside. So this next H4 candle is going to be pivotal. Let's see what happens here. What is it? You've got another 2 hours before this H4 candle finishes. So yeah, let's see. Let's see with this pair. H1, what are we seeing? All right, and even let's wait for this. We've got another 4 minutes. It'll be interesting to see if this wick closes back into these lows here. All right, so we'll keep an eye on that. We'll look back at that in 4 minutes. But to be honest with you, I want to see that H4 candle break or close back in here. So Bernard, it really depends on this level. Yeah, if it doesn't hold on the H4, we can sell it further. If we get a reaction to the upside, I still think we have room to the upside. But my higher time frame bias is buy this pair. All right, Bernard. So I hope that helps you with Aussie dollar, Canadian dollar. Pretty much the same as yesterday, mate. Yeah, this price action hasn't swayed me one way or another, really. Yeah, it's sort of caught here. Yeah. Right, next one. Vikashan, what did you want to see? You wanted to look at the NASDAQ. All right, let's have a look at the NASDAQ. Let's have a look at an indice. Let me have a quick drink of vodka, guys. Right. NASDAQ. Weekly chart. Okay. Weekly chart is a buy. Yeah. Yeah, look at this. Look at the price action. Look at the structure. Higher lows, higher highs. Yeah. But, yeah, and we have a really bullish weekly candle. Yeah, we like that candle. But we are clearly at an area of potential resistance. Yeah. This is the problem we have here. If we look at the day chart now, yeah, so this gray zone, yeah, still looks good. Yeah, I'm not touch it up a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so that looks good for my gray zone. So conflicting information, and what do I not like is conflicting information. So weekly and daily, even here now, yeah, these lows never broke and we've got a real push up. So on the day chart, we're in an uptrend. We have higher highs. Okay, the lows were never broken and we've got higher highs. So potentially, look for something like this. But I am not willing to buy today. Yeah, simple as that. I'm not willing to buy into this area of resistance. Yeah, I say this to all my guys on the mentorship program and to you every day. Do not buy into resistance. Do not short into support. Crazy people do this. Don't be crazy. Yeah, so I cannot buy this pair. All right. I mean, daily structure, weekly structure is telling me to buy, but here you're clearly going to get a reaction here. Yeah, you're going to get a reaction. If not here, maybe here or here, but you're going to get a reaction at some point. So why buy into that? All right. But also, I'm not willing to sell it because structure is in an uptrend. Even yesterday's candle, look at the wick on that candle. That tells me buyers as well. So yeah, I mean, if I had to trade this pair, I would buy it. But again, I just cannot buy into this area of potential resistance. Let's drop down to the lower time frame, see if we get a few more clues. Yeah, I mean, even, the H4 is clearly in an uptrend. This low still hasn't broke because of these wicks. So this low here has held. All right, and we're still here. So let's see what it does back up at these highs. you know, potentially if we get a bearish reaction here, we could look for shorts. Quite risky, I would say. Whereas if we get a breakdown in H4 structure, break of these lows, then potentially we've got some shorts as well. But for me to keep buying this into this grey zone, it's just difficult. Yeah, can't do it, guys. Okay, so yeah, there's the NASDAQ. Yeah, I would stay away, to be quite honest, guys. All right. Right, what else have we got? Yeah, guys, just anyone who's new to the channel, come join us, subscribe to Simply Forex. I would love to have you. I give you my trade ideas every day and what I'm looking at in the markets, give you my grey zones. Come join us. And if you haven't joined the Discord channel yet, come join that. And we also have a VIP Discord now as well. And also, guys, if you would like to be mentored one-on-one with myself, then please drop us an email and I'll send you all of the information and all the things we cover. And also, guys, check this out. Check the educational challenge out for 2 seconds.
Hi guys, we are looking for Forex traders just like you to take part in our educational challenge. You can earn while you learn. The goal, the purpose of this educational challenge is for you to become a pro trader and trade capital of up to $500,000. You will be given access to a bespoke indicator that has been developed by expert traders over many years. This indicator makes it easy to identify buying and selling opportunities in the market. So, if you think you've got what it takes to complete this challenge, then click on the link below.
Okay, guys, so yeah, check it out. The link is in the video description. We're also going to clarify the parameters of this challenge. So yeah, check it out. Right, Cicicello, still fancy a pound US dollar long? I do. Yes, this was almost a trade idea for today. Yeah, almost. So pound US dollar, again, with the US dollar pairs, I'm getting real conflicting information. So yeah, real conflicting information. So like, for example, I'd probably buy pound US dollar. Okay. If we take a quick look at the day chart, I would probably buy this. Okay. And then if we look at US dollar, Canadian dollar, I would probably buy this. So pound US dollar is telling me US dollar weakness, and US dollar Canadian dollar is telling me US dollar strength. What to do? What to do? What that is telling me is to buy pound Canadian dollar. So yeah, I'm getting mixed messages with the US dollar pairs, guys. But let's go back to pound US dollar. Let's start with the weekly chart, because on the weekly chart, guys, yeah, we've still got a bit of room to move into. Yeah, we're still potentially, you know, these lows have held, and we're potentially, you know, in a range on the weekly chart. So we still have a bit of room up to the top of this range. All right, so that's what I'm seeing on the weekly chart. Yeah, we're getting a range between these two levels. It's just, you know, we're getting this. So on the weekly chart, and we've got this bullish green candle. Yeah. So yes, I would buy pound US dollar on the weekly chart. If we drop down to the day chart, again, I would buy it. Yeah. We broke out of this channel. Yeah. And then once we broke it, we've been in an uptrend. We've had higher lows, higher highs. All right. So yes, I would buy pound US dollar. The problem I have with it, well, and here's another reason why. We have a very bullish daily candle. So why, you know, everything is telling us to buy this pair, and that's what I would do. But why was I a little bit reluctant? Well, first and foremost, yeah, there is clearly these lows here and this high here. So there's a bit of potential resistance here. And if you look at the moving average 20, look how far price is from the moving average 20. Think of the moving average 20 as your mean. yeah, as the average. And price will want to come back to it. Yeah, we're thinking, whoa, that's oversold, back to the mean. That's oversold, back to the mean. Yeah, back to the mean. And then breaks, comes back to the mean. Look how much price comes back to the mean. And when I say mean, the average price of pound US dollar. And that is, you know, and that is the moving average 20. So again, if moving average 20 come back up, you know, I'd be more comfortable buying in here. However, I still believe we have room back up to these highs over here. Okay. I would probably look for a bounce off of this level here. Yeah, price comes back down and then we can start buying it again. If we look at H4, yeah, you know, there's a bit of potential support through here. Yeah, so that's what I would look for. I mean, looking at this H4 candle right now, this tells me that we have a bit of room to the downside. Yeah, because just buyers are running out of steam. You've got buyer, 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 and then buyers slowing down, sellers entering the market, sellers taking control of the market. All right, so I would expect we can have a bit of room potentially back down to here, and then this would be the zone which coincides with the moving average 20 as well, where I would start looking for buys. Yeah, so yeah, my bias is buys, but it's so overbought we need a retrace. So yeah, I would be looking to buy from this area here. Okay, Sisakello. So yeah, I hope that helps you with pound US dollar. You're welcome, Bernard. Could we see Japanese yen weaken significantly? Also, how are your favorite CAD pairs looking ahead of CPI? So the pound yen is great. The strength or weakness of the pound yen is greatly dictated by the strength and weakness of the indices. Okay, and the state of the economy. The Japanese yen is a flight to safety currency. So when the shit hits the fan, that is an economy term. Yeah, when the shit hits the fan, guys, yen generally will find strength. So it depends on these indices. So let's look at an indice. Any one. Okay, let's look at the... Okay. This is the Dow Jones, guys. So let's say, for example, we start seeing price comes back up to here, and then we get a bit of a breakdown lower. That suggests the economy, the big companies are not doing well. The economy's not doing well. So in this instance, Japanese yen would find some strength. Okay. But let's imagine this happens. The economy bounces through this grey zone. We start seeing this kind of action. In this scenario, the economy is doing well, stocks are doing well, indices are doing well. The yen will weaken. Okay, so it depends how the economy is doing, to be quite frank, on with regards to the yen pairs. From a technical point of view, so that's a fundamental view of the market. Yeah, I'm not really a fundamental trader. I'm aware of the fundamentals. I could bore you to death about economics and fundamentals, but it is all noise. I try to get my fundamental head, put it over here, and don't speak to it all day. Yeah, I ignore my fundamental head and trade the technical. So the nearest one is New Zealand Japanese yen. All right, this is the first one I've seen. So this is the day chart, and you can clearly see, yeah, let's do this. You can see it a bit more clearly. Yeah, the price has broken down. Yeah. Okay, and this is no coincidence. That's coincide with we had a bit of weakness in the indices, but now we're at a point where we've found these lows. Okay, and look at this bullish candle. But then we have followed by this bearish candle. Yeah, it's difficult to trade this price action, but there is definitely buyers here. Okay. So yeah, yen pairs, if I had to trade them, I would be looking for buys. All right, I'd be looking for a build up in structure off here, yeah, and look for buys. And that goes for all of the yen pairs. Yeah, I'd be looking for yen weakness. And keep an eye out, guys. If we start seeing yen weakness, and keep an eye out for the indices. So if we start seeing the indices go up, yeah, then this will probably hold and come back up. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see that correlation, guys. So keep an eye out for that over the next couple of weeks and tell me what you're seeing. Yeah, and tell me, guys, tell me what you're trading, what you're doing. Come join the Discord channel and tell me what you're doing. Yeah, show me some trades. We'd love to hear from you guys. All right. So that's what I think of yen. Okay, and then Canadian dollar pairs, because of the CPI data later, I just won't touch them. Yeah. Anyone who trades the news is a maniac. Yeah, you have no idea. Let me have some of my vodka. So I like to go on a rant about the news. So you'll hear people on YouTube, you'll even hear people on Bloomberg saying we're expecting better CPI data for the Canadian dollar. None of them have a clue. Even these so-called professionals on Bloomberg do not have a clue as to what that data release will be. Yeah, that CPI data, when it's released later for the Canadian dollar, nobody knows what that figure will be. There might be a couple of people, and that's called insider trading. All right, but you get the gist. So for me to say, oh, I'm going to trade this or I'm going to trade that is nonsense. I won't trade any of them. I will wait for the Canadian dollar news to come out. I will let Canadian dollar pairs do their thing. And then once the dust settles, I will then trade CAD pairs as I normally would. Yeah. Anyone who says I'm expecting better than expected CPI data, so I'm looking for longs on US or shorts on US dollar, Canadian dollar, full of shit. Yeah, you don't know. Don't trade the news. Don't trade that data. Let the data come out, then let the dust settle, then trade. Yeah. If you trade the news, you'll get your face ripped off. Yeah, don't trade it. Morning, Greg. See you shortly, mate. Dorothy Perkins, Euro New Zealand. Dorothy, this one is for you. Euro New Zealand dollar. So let's start with the weekly chart. Yeah. Okay. So there is an area here. All right. So I would have expected price. You know, we're in an uptrend. Okay. Higher lows, and we're also in a smaller uptrend. Higher lows, higher highs. So weekly, we're in an uptrend. And I would expect price to continue all the way back up to these highs. You know, it's made it this far. Yeah. So I expect it to continue. Okay. Back up to these highs. But look at last week's candle. I cannot buy that. All week, no matter how much I like a Euro New Zealand buy opportunity or what the lower time frames tell me, I just cannot buy that weekly candle. Yeah, just seems like suicide to me. Kamikaze. So yeah, I cannot buy that because of that weekly candle. If we go down to the day chart, this area here is still held. Yeah, this is the important area here because price is in an uptrend. And until these lows here are broken, it is still in an uptrend. Okay. So again, the day chart is telling me to buy this. All right. But I just can't because of that weekly candle. And we had this huge bullish candle yesterday. So yeah, I'm sorry, Dorothy, but I still can't buy this. I mean, everything on that day chart, especially after this candle, is telling me to buy it. And if you're in a buy, you are in nice profit as we speak. But I cannot help but think we are going to start seeing sellers enter this market purely because of that weekly candle. All right. It could come back up to this level. Yeah, this last high here. Okay, so where we're at now, this last high here. Yeah, and we start to see a head and shoulders potentially. Yeah. See head and shoulders everywhere. I'm seeing them in my sleep now, guys. Okay. So as much as I want to buy this off the back of that candle, I can't because of that weekly candle. Let's go down to the H4, look for a few more clues. So yeah, I'm glad we did. There's a real important level through here. Yeah, you can see that clearly, guys. This is a real important level. Yeah, it's reacted here, 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 just like saying here. Yeah, it's reacted many times in this gray zone. So let's see what happens here. Yeah, because of that, because of the weekly candle, if I got a very bearish H4 candle here, I think we could short this pair. If we get a break of this gray zone, retest, we could come back up higher. But bear in mind, guys, if this break higher does happen, there's not a lot of room to move into. Yeah, there's not a lot of room to move into before you start hitting more potential resistance. Okay, so Dorothy, all eyes are on this gray zone. What will price do here? Let's look at one more. Let's look at H1. What are we seeing? Yeah, all right. So again, I would arguably want to see this for a trade. Yeah, we come up to our gray zone, we get a price, does this, but then bang, we get a break of some lows, and then we could start shorting this pair. If you said, Tom, you have to trade this, otherwise we'll throw you off a high building, then I would short this from this gray zone. But to be honest with you guys, because I've got this daily uptrend and I've got this weekly bearish candle, I have conflicting information. So I will stay out of this pair. Okay. So yeah, that's what I'm seeing on Euro New Zealand dollar. Right. What else? So I hope that helps, Dorothy. What else are we looking at? I've been waiting to long Euro pound for years now. Can you take a look at it? Okay, I've been waiting to long Euro pound for years now. Can you take a look at it? Okay. I like the exaggeration, Lawrence. This is how I exaggerate. I'm like, I will hold this for 8 years. Euro pound. Let's take a look. I know what you're saying with Euro pound. But look at this price structure. Yeah, it's ugly. I hate Euro pound price structure because check this out. Yeah, I'm gonna go back a bit here. I normally wouldn't. All I care about is the structure we're in now. But look at this. So we got up to here, bang. We broke these lows. I was like, let's sell, let's sell. Comes back up here, let's sell it, let's sell it. Yeah, doesn't. Bang. Now in an uptrend. Okay, buy it, buy it, buy it. Doesn't reach the high. Bang. Now in a downtrend, lower lows. Yeah, sell it, sell it, sell it. Bang. Back up here, uptrend. Yeah, hits this high in an uptrend. Bang. Downtrend. Yeah, good luck, Lawrence, with Euro pound. Yeah, it's just kept me away from it. I mean, it's just changed structure, changed trend, several times. Okay. However, we are at an important low. Yeah, area of support. Yeah, so in this gray zone, I would potentially buy this pair today. However, I do not like the look of this candle. Yeah, yesterday's candle is still very negative. Yeah. So again, reluctant to buy this pair, but because it's at these lows and we're quite a distance away from the moving average 20, I would look for buys. So if we go to the H1 chart, yeah, what am I looking for? So I'm just looking for a build up in structure, guys. Yeah, so currently, you know, H1 trend is clearly in a downtrend. However, it's not making lower lows. So this is encouraging for buying opportunities. But we need to find the next. So maybe price does this for a bit. Yeah, and then we can, once we get a break of this area here, we can start looking for buys. But all I'm really looking for, guys, is a build up of H1 structure. I want this H1 structure to change. It doesn't matter how it looks like. It could look like this. Could break here. Yeah. But I just want to see a break of H1 structure for me to start buying this pair. All right. So, yeah, look for that, Lawrence. Yeah, look for, if we get H1 structure uptrend, you know, it's telling us the market is ready to go higher. All right. So that's what I would be looking for. Right. Cicicello, by the way, I saw New Zealand US dollar breaking down early today. Colin, news is the jester and not the king. Exactly. The charts are the king. Beautifully put. Couldn't put it better myself. Yeah, the news will mislead you. It will play around with you. It will leave you feeling miserable. The charts are honest. Yeah, the charts don't lie. The data is there. Trade the charts. New Zealand US dollar. Let's take a quick look at this, guys. Okay, yeah, breaking down. I would say broken down. All right, but let's start with the day chart. And guys, before I start this analysis, yeah, if you're enjoying it, come join our YouTube channel, Simply Forex. Would love to have you. And also join our Discord channel. Yeah, and potentially even the VIP Discord channel. All right, on the VIP Discord, you get our trade alerts when they happen. You also have a direct link to me where you can ask me questions throughout the day. Okay. Yeah, Aussie dollar, New Zealand dollar, US dollar. So potentially head and shoulders and a build-up of structure. All right. So on the day chart, we are still in a downtrend. However, this area here has held. Okay. So we potentially have higher lows, but we don't have higher highs as yet. Okay, let's really zoom in here. All right. So, yeah, we're seeing this. So this level through here is important. All right. And like I say, I'm seeing higher lows. Yeah, but this level here hasn't broken. So potentially we could trade this a couple of ways. Yeah. So if price comes back down, test this level here, we get a reaction. We could buy it back up to this gray zone. Or, yeah, we get a break of this gray zone, retest, and then we could start buying it. Okay. I know we're seeing a breakdown on the H1 structure, but looking at this, my bias is to buy this pair on the day chart. Yeah, I'm seeing and look at the candles. Buyers, buyers, buyers. We had a strong seller followed by a buyer and then a strong buyer. This, yeah, but buyers are barely back. It'll be really interesting to see what this candle does. All right, let's drop down to H4 now. So potentially this, yeah, that could be an area. Yeah, I'd be interested in this zone. Obviously, coming back down to this lows here, I'd be interested, but my bias is to buy this pair, not short it. H1 structure, we don't even have to look at. That will be in a downtrend. But this H4 chart, potentially this is what I would be looking for. If we drop down to the H1 chart, yes, we've broken H1 structure. Okay, but yeah, as soon as we broke these lows, with this candle, it is a nice short down to this level. This would be our target. Then we're out, finished, done. Take profit on New Zealand US dollar. And it's a nice psychological level of 62,000. Yeah, so potentially buys here is what I'm seeing on New Zealand US dollar. But again, what would I want to see? Could see a build up in H1 structure. We get a break, or I might even be tempted just to trade it if we get a bullish H4 reaction here. Yeah, if we get a bullish H4 candle, I think we can take price back up. Okay, says Carlos, so New Zealand US dollar, that is for you. Okay, A-Rod is saying, do you use every support or resistance level, or do you cherry pick certain levels? I cherry pick. So they're the same thing for me, A-Rod. Every support or resistance level I put in, I have cherry picked. Yeah, I'm not interested in certain support and resistance levels, but the resistance levels, the gray zones that I put in are cherry picked, and I am interested in them. And you can use them many ways. Yeah, so in this example, guys, if price does come down to here, it's in a gray zone and we get a bullish reaction in our gray zone, great. We can use gray zones for good entries. Yeah. Once we enter this buy here, we can then use gray zones as good targets, really. We can also use them for breakouts. Yeah, let's say price does this and then we get a breakout here. Yeah, we can also look for breakouts as well. But all of my gray zones are cherry picked. Yeah, so they have to be, guys. You have to have faith in your support and resistance levels. Yeah, spend time every morning really honing those support and resistance levels. Okay. All right. Good, Lawrence. Wait for the build up in structure. Okay, guys, we are going to look at something else now. Before we do, come join us. Yeah, if you're enjoying the analysis, subscribe to the channel, smash the notification button, smash the like button. Come join the Discord channel. And if you're interested in being mentored one-on-one with myself, drop us an email, guys. Right, let's take a look at the news now, finally. So news for Tuesday, the 21st of March. So Japan's on holiday. Lucky what's-its on holiday. We had some RBA meeting minutes overnight. All right, so that's been and gone. The first piece of news we're interested in, guys, is this. At 10 o'clock, London GMT, we've got the economic sentiment coming out of Germany. So this is really important. If we carry on down, the big daddy, big kahuna news for today is this. At 12:30, London GMT, we've got core CPI coming out of Canada. So this is really going to move any Canadian dollar pairs. After that, there's more. We've got the head of the ECB speaking. She speaks at 12:30. And at 2 o'clock, we've got existing home sales coming out of the US. All right. So, yeah, a relatively busy news day today. But, guys, that's it. I hope you've all enjoyed it. Thank you for all of your questions. And I'll see you again tomorrow for another live stream. See you tomorrow, guys.